Yeah, but there's nothing to expose.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Don't give me that look. Okay, anyways.
Okay, are we recording right now?
We're recording, yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Between You and Me. That was really good.
A little ASMR moment.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I don't think they want it. Anyways, so we are here today, and I am joined with none other than Marlon.
Alex, I'm kind of nervous.
It's okay.
I'm a little nervous.
That's totally fine. You know, everybody that I've recorded an episode with has been nervous. So you're not the only one. So I think you're going to be totally fine. I think you're a natural, if anything.
Well, I'm a communications major, so I better be.
Exactly.
I have to be.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. Fair warning, Marlon just recovered from an illness.
Life-threatening.
Life-threatening, but we're so happy that he's here today.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Amazing.
So when we start off these episodes with guests, I like to get a little background on the person so they know, because a lot of the times people might not know who you are.
Okay.
Marlon has been in like a couple videos, but never like...
I don't think my face has been, though. I think it's my voice usually.
Your face has been. You just haven't watched...
You didn't ask for my consent.
No, remember...
You didn't ask for my consent.
Remember when we were in my bathroom and I was recording that?
Oh, so y'all think I'm ugly then?
No, you were cute in that.
Alex, it was like midnight, I remember.
It was midnight. Anyways, give us a little taste on who is Marlon.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Marlon. Where do we start? Should we just start where we met?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's start there. So,
we met at the gym.
We met at the gym.
And
very funny story. Alex has a resting bitch face. Let's just start there.
Whoa. Honestly, I've been knowing.
No, honestly, everyone does. I have one.
Yeah. But you looked very friendly to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
It is good.
No, it's not the vibe I want to get.
You want to be approachable.
No.
So basically how that all went down was, I remember me and Mariella just started going to the gym.
Yeah.
And then we were like, who is that? He's so cute. Mm-hmm. You're walking around. We saw you like every single day.
Yeah, because
basically
what's funny
almost.
though is that I was going to the gym way before you started going.
Yeah.
So I never saw you.
Yeah.
Until March.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see you until March.
Yeah, actually, maybe.
Like, I knew who you were. Like, I didn't know your name, but I knew who you were.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did know your name, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew who you were. And saw you at the gym. Your sister comes up to me. She's like, oh, you're so pretty. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Side note, I don't look like a traditional guy. I'm gender fluid. So let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
So yeah. And your sister was so cute, so sweet. And then honestly, I don't remember. It just happened naturally.
Yeah.
Like, it was super natural.
After that, I remember, like, because, it was funny because Mariella told me, she's like, I'm going to say hi today. Like, she's like, I want to say hi and, like, tell him that he's pretty. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, do it. Because me, as a human being, like, I would never do that.
I know you wouldn't.
Because I can't. Like, I don't have the ability to just, like, approach people and make it, like, natural and comfortable.
Of course.
Even if I wanted to. You know what I mean? So, Mariella took the step for the both of us.
Of course.
And it ended up in a beautiful friendship. Because
it really did.
That's how we met. We started just like talking every time we went to the gym, and then we started hanging out, and then the rest
we had
is
one.
history.
No. We had one moment though that
I think that honestly brought us together.
Formed our friendship, to be honest.
Because I drove you. Oh wait, no.
No, I drove you.
Was it?
Yeah, I drove you. No.
I almost
after
had
the
my
gym,
car.
we chilled.
Oh.
In my car.
Okay.
And what did we talk about? Trauma.
Honestly. We just talked about our deepest, darkest feelings and secrets.
Yeah.
And bonded through that.
Honestly, though.
Yeah. I think it was good. I was kind of scared at the beginning to, like, tell you stuff about my life.
Why?
Because I was just like, I don't know, like, the type of person that you are. Yeah, I thought maybe, like, you would go and, like, tell everybody or, like, the people that you know. Because we have, like,
a lot of mutuals.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have, like, quote-unquote mutuals, though. Mutuals? Hello?
Mutuals. English, babe.
But not people that we're, like, close with. You know what I mean? Like, acquaintances, like, we both know. I was just like, oh, like, I'm kind of, like, exposing my life a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess it's my trust issue.
No, valid. Everyone has trust. I have trust issues, too.
Yeah. But, like, now I trust you, so.
I would expect that.
I know. I'm just, like, letting you know.
I would expect that. Like, we've seen each other almost.
Like, to the point where we see each other a little too much.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Good to know.
I'm kidding. Okay, guys. So now that we've got through our little introduction, how we met, our friendship background. We can hop into
Let's hop in
some topics
let's
that
go.
you guys have asked me on the Instagram for this podcast, which is at Between You and Me podcast. You guys can go follow it to keep up to date.
Not going. Like, you need to go and follow it right now.
You heard him.
Like, right now.
Immediately.
Like, I'm being serious.
And I know you guys are on your phone, so you can do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So once you've done that, I'll give you a couple seconds.
Did you do it? I hope you did.
Okay, now we can hop into like what we're going to be talking about today. I had the idea of kind of like planning it around boy talk. So I asked you guys questions.
Amazing. We have so much experience in that.
So much experience. I asked you guys to ask us questions kind of revolving that.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to get into it. Flow with the
Awesome.
conversation, see what happens, tell some stories. But to start off, somebody asked, feeling like you're behind in terms of having experiences with men.
Honestly, I can answer that so well.
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me take a little sip of my drink.
Of course. We got free Starbucks today, guys.
We got free Starbucks because of my connections, because
Yeah.
I know everyone.
I know. We literally went in there and he's like, don't worry. You don't have to
I
pay.
got you. You're here again? I'm like, yeah, babe.
And
I'm
taken,
back.
I didn't even want Starbucks.
I wanted Starbucks.
Yeah, and I just went because you went, and I was like, "Fuck,
Well,
okay, I
put a gun
have
to
to
your head,
get,
so you have to.
I have to get my pumpkin sweet cream cold foam cold brew,
I don't know how you drink that stuff. Like, it's delicious, but it's like,
heavy caffeine."
no. It's
What?
it's like, how do you say this? It's very, very bad for you.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I only have it once in a while.
No, I know, but still.
So I think that when you're dealing with men
Yeah.
and you start to get to that age where it becomes a thing, it happens at different points for different people.
Yeah.
all the time.
No, 100%. I totally agree.
Like, for example, for you,
I can go. For me, in the sense, it was different because I came out when I was 17.
Yeah.
I was hideous too. Let's just start there.
no, you were not.
No, I was
I thought you were the cutest. Marlon showed
like
me
an
pictures.
adorable way.
Like,
not,
I would literally kiss you on the face.
Yeah, but like not.
I
in
would
my
do it
mouth.
now too.
We've kissed each other multiple times. It's fine. But yeah, I honestly came out very late in life. I didn't understand who I was as a person until like I literally was like 18, 19. I didn't start expressing myself visually or like my appearance wise until I was literally 19.
Yeah.
So I didn't have experience with guys until I would say like a year and a half ago, 2 years. And being gender fluid, like I always grew up, like a little side note, growing up, everyone always like confused me if like I was a boy or a girl. I have a very feminine face. I look feminine. I wear makeup. And I didn't start having experiences until, like I said, like 2-3 years ago. And I feel like I felt so left out.
Really?
So left out. You go to high school, all my friends are girls. You gather in a group, everyone's talking, he did this, we did that. I feel this, I feel that. And I'm just like, bro, no one has ever looked at me.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how did you, like, what did you do in those scenarios?
Honestly, I just, like, I don't want to say, like, I never had ill will towards anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish you the best. I wish the best for you. But I honestly, I don't want to say jealous. I was envious, if that makes sense. You know?
Like, you kind of wish that you could have those experiences.
Of course, 100%. Like, I feel like anyone would.
Yeah.
I would vicariously live through them, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's also different from being, like, gay or gender fluid or, like, whatever you are. Like,
Yeah.
to make it simply gay. Like, I'm gay. So, and I'm also Persian, too. So, like, that adds on a whole nother.
Does it?
It does.
Why?
Imagine coming up to a Persian parent.
Oh, I see.
Like, that's why it was so prolonged, too. That's why I feel like that's another factor as to why I didn't.
Of course.
Right?
No, that makes sense. Your parents are a big factor to, like,
major.
when those things happen.
And especially when you are part of that Middle Eastern culture, like, you're like, my mom is fa, bro. We're talking fresh off the boat. You know? So it's very different. Like, it's very... Image is so important, you know? It's more important than, honestly, sometimes your well-being.
For them?
For the whole family, you know?
Oh, okay.
So, like, that was also a big pressure. And I also, like, closed myself off, too. Like, even when I did come out, I was like, I don't want to embarrass my family if I were to date someone, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that has a lot of self-love and self-development to, like,
100%.
get over, you know?
100%.
So I was like, that was, like, a factor.
Yeah.
But eventually, like, when I put myself out there, it's just, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
It
For you,
feels
it's different.
good, though, right?
Yes and no.
Well, because men are shit.
Men are disgusting.
But it feels good to be your own person and,
no,
like, knowing...
it feels so nice and amazing to be your own person and, like, be free, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
As corny as that sounds.
No, it shouldn't be corny, though. Because, like, when you experience something like you did, it's so freeing to finally be
100%.
able to, like, be who you want to be and not be... so afraid. I know there's times where you can be like a little bit like nervous what other people think, but for the most part, like just knowing that you can do whatever the fuck you want and it doesn't matter what anybody thinks.
Honestly, and I feel like you just need to learn that like you live one life. Like at the end of the day, we all come out the same way. We'll leave the same way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So who are you to let a person's opinion or a country, a lifestyle, whatever, dictate what you want to do with your life? It's your life.
100%.
At the end of the day, so.
To kind of flip it now and say my experience.
Go for it.
Although it's very, very different because,
yeah,
you know, we experience different things in our younger lives. I was also what you might say a late bloomer.
We love that.
Yeah. I was very much like not having experiences with guys until way later on in my life. And not like crazy late. I'm 23, so
I didn't know.
I'm pretty old. Well, now I'm fine. Like I've had my experiences, but
yeah, we know.
But at like I want to say like after high school, was when I kind of felt more confident,
of course,
and was like actually, I guess, entertaining guys, if that makes sense.
Not even entertaining, like. You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, like putting myself out there, actually.
Course, yeah.
Because in high school, I didn't get a lot of attention, and not saying that and not saying that that's like what you need. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to have this perception that if you have attention from men, it means something about you, when in reality it does not. Because I think we can both agree that it's not that hard to get attention from men.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like at all.
So it's just the question of like knowing that you don't need that attention or anything like that from a guy in order to like get that confidence or have that like value within yourself.
The one thing I want to add is when you don't have that attention and you're fresh into, let's just say, game, because it honestly is a game if you think about it.
Yeah.
It really is a game. It's not even dating, it's a game. Like you will go into this quote unquote game so naive.
That's true.
So naive, so immature, so
almost
insecure
ignorant too.
And ignorant, and you will come out a different person. You will cry, sob, feel like garbage. You will feel like a doormat.
Honestly, it's kind of sad.
It's so sad, but it's character development, and honestly, it teaches you so much because at the end of the day, you realize that everyone has a person. Like, there's no like, you won't like, I'm gonna be alone forever. Like, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
But you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're worried, like, in the sense that you're not going to have these experiences with guys, like Marlon just said, it's going to happen.
Oh, 100%, babe.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter, like, literally, do not be scared.
Do not be scared, because if it's happening to you later in life, honestly, for the most part, be thankful.
It's better.
It's better because you will have learned from your own life experiences, and you will have learned probably from friends and people
100%.
around you that are going through different things, and you'll a little bit be more prepared for whatever's to come with your experiences with men. Although you probably still will enter it pretty naive until you start experiencing things and actually learning lessons and then using those lessons to continue.
100%.
Right? But don't feel bad about it. Don't feel sad about it.
Do not feel sad.
We were both in the same boat, and I think it's really a matter of gaining that confidence by yourself.
Oh, 100%.
Before you're like looking for it. I used to feel really bad about myself.
Me too.
I would be like, what the fuck? Like, when am I ever going to find love? When am I ever going to have a boyfriend? When am I going to, be treated like this and that? And you watch movies and you see your friends going out on dates and you see them talking to boys and da-da-da. And you're kind of just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with me? When in reality, there's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. It's just a matter of time. And
100%.
It's going to happen at a different point in time for every person.
No, I totally agree. And I feel like also with like these beauty standards and stuff, like, I don't even want to say beauty standards. Like, we compare ourselves to everyone and everything, and just like how everyone has a type.
Yeah.
Guys are different. every guy will have a different type. So just because you don't look like a certain person doesn't mean you're going to be alone. Doesn't mean no guy will like you. Doesn't mean a guy won't want you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, that's all I want to say. Like, I don't want to say, like, something, like, off-putting, if that makes sense. But everyone is a person. And, like, I don't believe in a soulmate, but I do believe in multiple soulmates. And, like, don't worry. Just live life. Yeah. It happens when it happens.
You're going to find so many people. Like, you have so much life to live and so many people to meet and experiences with boys, girls, whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever.
Because, you know, there's no rush at the end of the day.
There's not.
I really think that because I was single for a long time in my, like, adolescence, it, like, helped me more in 100%. A sense, because it allowed me to be a little bit more comfortable being by myself. Even though, you know, getting into a relationship kind of ruined that.
No, 100%. Because at the end of the day, we're not made to be alone. Yeah. You know? And it's good. I think it's so good to be independent and so good to learn to love yourself by yourself. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you do get hurt or something happens, you have yourself and you know how to deal with that and cope with that. And you've learned from your past experiences to cope with your future ones, if that makes sense. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So honestly, like, having that self-love, even though it's so corny and so hard to say, like, it's hard to, like, develop that. You know? Especially
if you're with somebody.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Then if anything, it's easier to lose
so easier.
The, like, self-worth. And,
of course, because that person, I don't want to say that person gives you the self-love, but it kind of is like that because
you crave it from them.
Not even
instead of giving it to yourself.
But they validate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like tapping a credit card on, like, the little tapping thing. Yeah. Like, they approve it every single time. Yeah. Oh, babe, like, how do I... And they're not going to say you're ugly. Like, bye. They do, fuck off. Bye. But you're getting that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you lose that or, like, something ends, it is very normal to feel like garbage. Yeah. It is very normal to feel sad and depressed. But one thing I want to say is it's not the end of the world. It can feel like the end of the world. It can feel like you're dying. It can feel like all that. It's always going to get better. Yeah. It really does. Like, it always does.
It always does. I stand by that.
So yeah, if you're a late bloomer, babes, enjoy it. Thank God. Honestly, thank God.
Enjoy it.
Because the trauma is coming in later.
You will learn later.
You'll learn later.
At least you can have more years in peace.
Honestly.
Yeah. How to tell a guy to make the first move without explicitly saying it. Wait, I want to say something before you give an answer.
Go.
I read that and I added it to the list of things that we were going to talk about.
Okay.
Because I almost feel like I want to, like, not answer it the way this person wants me to answer it. I don't think you should ever be asking a guy to make their intentions clear to you. I think that if he wanted to, he would.
I don't believe in that either, though. Like,
but I'm talking about the simple things.
Okay, yeah.
Like making it clear that you like somebody, or making a first move, going on a date, doing this, like returning your energy. You shouldn't have to ask for that.
You shouldn't. But the one thing I will say is men are so stupid. Like, time the so's by 1,000. Yeah. They're so stupid in the sense that I honestly have never, like, hinted to, I don't like deal with that, if that makes sense. Like, I usually, the guy will always make the first move. You know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying too. If they're not giving you that energy, then don't even entertain of course, it,
but
right?
It also doesn't mean that they don't like you, though, or they haven't liked you.
Yeah. Because I feel like you're right. Even if they do like you, whatever it might be, if they're not making it clear to you, then that's your first, I want to say red flag, but I don't want to use red flag too
No, because they can
intensely.
Also be nervous. They can also be scared. They can also be like, everyone deals with it differently. I don't know.
But at the same time, if you're the type of person that needs somebody to take charge, to, like, show their feelings to you, to express things to you, which for the most part, we want men to do that. We want men to take charge. We want them to, like, show you things. Obviously, you have to reciprocate it or else it's, like, one-sided. But if you want somebody like that and they're not making it clear from the very, 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 very start that they're either interested, want to take you out, want to hang out with you, whatever it might be, it's kind of like, don't waste your time.
No, of course.
There's so many other people out there.
But I feel like also a lot of people have to understand that just because, even if a guy does reciprocate it and does give you the same energy, doesn't mean he wants to be with you.
Yeah.
And you have, I feel like, even like to answer, like, to go back to that late bloomers question, I feel like you're just starting with men. Do not be naive, because a lot of men want one thing. Unfortunately, guys don't think with their head on the top of their shoulders. They think with the one down below. You obviously, like, if you want to, you know, be sexually free and have fun, go for it. Just make sure it's your decision and you're not pressured into it. If you made it clear what you are going for and what you want, don't get pressured into it.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're chilling, having fun, kissing, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Have a little playful moment.
Yeah.
Call it a day. Keep it as a memory. Bye.
Keep it as a memory. Keep it in the books. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you want somebody to make their intentions clear with you. You don't want to have to ask for it. Nobody wants to have to ask for it. If you're doing what you think is enough to give the signals, maybe we should talk about that too. How would you make it clear to somebody that you're interested in them?
Well, for me, I have a few tips.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I get hit on primarily by a lot of closeted men and a lot of straight guys who have just figured out themselves, you know? But my biggest thing is because I usually do not know if someone's like attracted to you. So you always want to give subtle hints to like, even, you know what, they could be straight. But those subtle hints aren't like you're making them feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Like the little subtle hints are like,
to see the vibe.
You make eye contact. Eye contact is the biggest thing, babes.
I agree.
You need to make eye contact.
Are they returning it?
When they start breaking it, they like you.
Really?
Most of the time, yeah.
I feel like when they're staring into my fucking eyeballs, like intensely, that's when I
run.
know.
Sociopath. If he's staring it back that hardcore, you have problems.
No, it's kind of fun.
No. There's different levels. There's
not like eyes wide fucking open staring into your soul. I mean like maintaining a good steady eye contact.
If you have a feature that is prominent, like lips, your nose, your cheeks, accentuate them, babe.
Okay.
You got big juicy lips. You got little fakies. Lick them a bit, you know? Lick them a bit. If you have nice hair, play with your hair, move your hair. If they come close to you, be like, what's on your face? Oh my God, I got it. All good, don't worry. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Get nice and close.
And
okay. And like, well, you're talking about more physical things then, like in the moment when you're in front of that person.
Yeah.
Okay. What about like, let's say, I'll give you a scenario.
Give me a scenario.
That you're, let's say you go to school and you see a guy there that's cute and that you're interested in and you see him like pretty regularly and you talk to him now and then. How do you show that person that you would be interested in them?
Very, very good question. Right. Honestly, I'm a flirty person naturally. Like guys, girls, I'm not attracted to girls whatsoever. But it's just my personality. Like usually it's them making the first move. But of course, like...
But if you want to like... Because maybe in certain situations, the guy might be unsure or doesn't want to be creepy. Yeah. So they don't want to make the first move like super directly until they get kind of like a sense from you. Honestly,
it's just the eye contact, the touching. A lot of guys usually know. And like, you have to understand, like, you have to do it in a very natural way. Yeah. But like, in a sense that also they understand, like, what's happening here? You know?
But do you ever think, okay, I'm going to switch it up a little. Switch it up. This happens to me pretty often. Tell me. Where I'm simply nice to a man. And they think that I'm interested.
Yep. I totally understand what you're talking about. I've had that happen to me.
Isn't that fucking annoying though?
It's weird.
Because I make friends with guys, let's say.
Of course.
And all of a sudden, they'll start texting me like, oh, I had such a good time hanging out with you. I'm like, babe,
no, I know what you
you're mean. Like a brother to me.
Literally. Or like I honestly relate to you in the sense that like I've had guy friends who I'm just friends with you. Yeah. And they're like, why are you hitting on me? Like, why do you like me? I don't like I'm straight. And I'm like, babes, look in the mirror. Like, even if not even like looks wise, you can be the hottest fucking guy. It doesn't mean I want you. Yeah. It's called you just want a friend. Nice. Yeah. Guys are stupid. And
you just have to like lay it down and make it like clear. All right, another question.
Go for it.
Every time I go for a guy that I'm interested in, he's interested in one of my friends. What do I do?
Okay, I can relate to that.
Me too.
Honestly, in a lot of senses. But it's also backwarded too. So you go first and then I'll go.
Okay. It's happened to me so many times. Yeah. Like all throughout high school. And even like...
High school, it's notorious for it.
Yeah. So many fucking times to the point where like it would cause problems between me and my friends.
That also makes you feel like shit.
Yeah. It makes you feel like such shit.
I don't want to say ugly. You just
feel like the ugly friend though.
But I don't want to say
ugly. Like you're not good enough maybe.
That's the word. You feel like not good enough.
Yeah. Like your friends are prettier. Like what are they offering people that you can't offer?
And
you
of
know
course,
what I mean?
let's just be honest. were not pretty in high school. Like, if you go back to the yearbook,
Yeah, I was pretty fucking ugly.
Scary.
But no,
shit.
you know what? I was cute. I don't want to be rude to my younger self because poor her.
I will be vile towards my younger self.
No.
I was hideous.
No, you were so cute.
I looked like a child.
Well, you were a child, babe.
I was 18 years old and I looked like a 13-year-old.
Yeah, so did I, honestly.
Honestly.
I have very many experiences, and the way that I look at it is so different now because at the time I would take it really, really hard. Like, I would get mad at my friend for, like, even entertaining the guy that I liked.
Yeah.
When, at the end of the day, there is a little level of
respect.
Respect and girl code in that, and it got a little mixed up back in high school. If it's done properly and tastefully, it's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, now at my big age, if that happened to me...
Alex, let's not say big age. You're 23.
No. At my big age, back then I was fucking 16 years old.
Oh, honestly, facts are mine.
Right? So if it happened now, let's say...
Yeah.
I would handle it so differently. Because if I had no experiences with that man...
Your cortex isn't developed.
Yeah, exactly. If I had no experiences with that man, which these were the situations that would happen to me in high school, all I had was a little imaginary thought that I thought I was in love with him. And then the guy ended up being interested in one of my friends. Yeah. My heart was broken.
Of course.
But at the time, it was so messy. Like, it really, like, ruined me. And I'd be
also, like, you have to understand, though, it's like, it's high school. Like, that's just normal. It's part of the phase, to be honest.
Is.
Like, fighting over guys, stupid shit like that. It's just,
it happens.
Kiddish. Like, at the end of the day, you have to understand, like, when you're in high school, like, you like to think you're such an adult and you're so mature. Yeah. You're not, babe. You're you're still a child. Yeah. You're still going through puberty. You're not even done puberty. You're going to go into first year university. Like, you're going to go into the summer first year and be like, ooh. Didn't know I had this. Yeah. Didn't know that worked.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much, you're still developing. You're still growing as a person. Mm. So just, like, don't think you know it all because you don't.
Yeah. And also those little things that you would, like, upset you so much and, like, make you cry. Not care about like, I look at it now and I laugh.
Of course you laugh.
I, like, can't believe I caused, like, a falling, not even a falling out because I'm still friends with the friends that this happened with.
But a scene.
Yeah. I'm so, like, I laugh at the fact that it became such an issue.
But of course, it makes sense though because your younger self, like.
So sensitive.
Not even that. It's normal. It's hormones.
Yeah.
But, you feel sad.
Yeah. But like I was saying, if that happened to me now, simply in my brain, I would say that person is not meant for me. Yeah. Or else it would have happened. Like, that's it. Like, you know that person's not supposed to be around.
Yeah.
And, like, so be it. Who the fuck cares? There's so many other people out there.
There's so many guys
and
out there.
it's so different, for example, if this is an ex-boyfriend or somebody that you had something serious with.
That's just respect at the end of the day.
That is another level.
If your friend is hooking up with your ex-boyfriend, okay.
That's not your friend anymore.
100%. That's not your friend anymore.
Yeah. Also, it's very circumstantial. But if it was someone you had a serious relationship with or a serious situation with, and your friend is going and doing that without consent, quote unquote, from you, fucked.
Yeah. Like, I've had different experiences, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, in high school, it was very typical. I had a very beautiful friend group. I had very pretty friends. I still get a lot of guys, like, you know, like, oh, your friend's this, your friend's that. But I've also had, like, where they're, like, trying to get with my friend. Mm. But I've also had instances when they've tried to get my friends, but it's, like, a doorway to hit on me. Or hang out with me, or become friends with me, get close with me.
But it's a different situation for you because maybe they're not comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's very internalized homophobia, internalized.
You think so?
I feel like, but I also feel like
nervousness.
I confuse a lot of people too.
Yeah.
So it's just a different experience for everyone, to be honest.
How was it, like, how was your experience when it has happened that, like, maybe you were really interested in someone and they might have, like, not been interested in you and been
it's like a kind of a backstab. Like, it hurts, of course, but you get over it. I've had enough experience with men that I don't crave it. I'm not desperate for it. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, so if that happens, it's just like, okay. Oh,
okay. Here's my friend, go for it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if you find that person attractive, like, it used to happen to me when I was really, really young, too. Like, in those instances, like, when I was, like, ripe, like, 12. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, it was so painful.
Yeah.
It was so bad because I had grown, like, such feelings for, like, these little boys that, like, couldn't care less for me and, like, loved my best friends.
Yeah.
And I had to be around them when they were, like, you know,
I know,
starting a little relationship, and, like,
I cringe when I think of shit like that.
It was honestly, like, straight up, like, it was painful.
Of course it's painful. I remember crying on my bathroom floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember crying in my bed.
No, I was sobbing on my bathroom floor.
My God.
Little closeted
Isn't
child.
it crazy though, like how we grow up and look at these things and it's just like we think of it so differently now.
Of course.
We're like we've just grown. It's a sign of growth, baby.
Your brain's growing.
Our frontal cortex. What is it?
Milk. Frontal cortex.
Yeah,
bitch.
frontal cortex.
Next question.
We're going to be talking now about how we feel about hookup culture.
Okay.
I think hookup culture has been booming lately.
Of course.
Maybe it's just simply because I've been now single for like a year.
Yeah.
And I get to like see the world again from from different eyes, right? Like when you're in a relationship, you're not paying attention to that.
Babes,
you're blind a bit. Mm-hmm. But seeing how people act in like the dating world and that like majority of it is like people who are not serious about relationships is like kind of crazy, to be honest.
Well, I feel like also to understand that like it's so normalized now.
Yes.
In the sense that it's just like people are so, this sounds so bad, narcissistic these days.
Really?
Yeah.
But you know what I think? I think so many people now at like, let's say in our 20s or like early 20s have already had like their fair share of experiences, like trying in relationships or being in relationships and being like hurt or disappointed and this and that they like gave up.
No, but I want to add this though, is that, and this is why men are stupid, is that these little high school boys, these are the boys that were heartbroken by Becky in grade 9, in grade 10, in grade 11, who like their homie, you know, slept with their girlfriend. Yeah. And now they are broken and mentally fucked. And it's those boys who are part of hookup culture. Yeah. Which is a lot.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, especially men, unfortunately, but girls too, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Will have been hurt by somebody.
Oh, 100%. It
and
comes from
carry that with themselves for so long that they don't want to be serious with anybody for like a really long time.
And it's not even that, like, we know certain people that literally will push it down and try not to deal with it until like they explode.
Yeah, like they can't. It's honestly it's hookup culture is like so deep to a certain extent because it comes from like
it's
a
super
lot
psychological.
Of like pain. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like personally, me, I don't enjoy it whatsoever. I don't have many experiences either because like before my relationship, I was also just like not really out there.
Of course.
And I also have a problem with like people. Yeah. I don't really like having new people in my life or like opening up to new people. And when you're in hookup culture, you either have to have the mentality of like blocking every emotion out and like not even caring about these people, which where the fuck is the fun in that? Honestly, it's just like to each their own though. I'm not shaming anybody for doing that, but it's not for me. It's not going to be something that I will ever do in my life. Like I just personally feel like if I'm inviting somebody into my life in that way, I need to actually enjoy them as a human being and I need to know them. And eventually, like those situations are going to end up being more serious than, you know, just anything like casual.
But it's not a bad thing to like participate in hookup culture.
I think it can be kind of damaging, though.
I think it can be damaging.
Because I think that
if you have a fling with someone and you kiss someone, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
A little fun hookup. You made it a club. A guy from high school, you start talking. Whatever. Why are you laughing? Why is this funny? Why is this funny?
No, it's okay.
At the end of the day, I think you do whatever the fuck you want to do. But also don't be naive in the sense that you think it's all shits and giggles, because one thing I can promise you is one party will always catch feelings. Either the guy or a girl. Yeah. There's no such thing as friends with benefits because you guys will fall in love with each other. And then one of them will be so scared of commitment that they will ghost.
I also think don't participate in hookup culture just to fit in.
No, 100%.
Participate in it if that is what you want at the point in your life and you're mentally prepared to be, you know, potentially hurt or to keep emotions as much as you possibly can out of it. If that's 100%. Your intention, go for it, baby.
But I do think free. Hookup culture is good in a circumstance where it helps certain people figure out certain things.
Potentially, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so as well. It can like, you can be a part of like hookup culture for a certain point in your life and then realize that's not for me. And now I know that because I experienced it. Okay, so that's our talk on hookup culture. Now I have one in-depth, juicy DM that I got that we need to help and give some advice to her.
Do we have a name?
She wants to be anonymous.
She wants to be anonymous.
Yes.
Good to know. Can we have a fake name?
For sure. I will give one. Claire. Hi, Claire. This is her question. Me and the boy I'm currently talking to were introduced to each other by a mutual friend who we thought we would be cute together. The physical attraction is there and we get along great, but do you think there is any point in me carrying on a talking stage with someone I cannot be with? I made this clear to him as soon as I found out more about him and realized it wouldn't work out, and explained multiple reasons why, one of them being we live in different cities, we have different religious beliefs and families, etc. He understood and said it was all good, but he's being persistent on still being friends. We talk to each other in a clearly flirtatious manner, and I don't think we can ever just be friends. It's starting to sound like a recipe for heartbreak. For context, we've been talking every day for 2 months. Do I cut this off? If so, how do I do it nicely? And is it bad that I low-key don't want to?
How old is this person?
I don't have any context to the age.
At all?
No.
Like, look at her profile.
It doesn't show.
Really?
Yeah. She looks probably like our age.
Okay.
Or like in her early 20s potentially.
Okay. Well, you give your advice and I'll give mine.
Okay, I think this is kind of a sticky situation, I can't lie. It's kind of difficult to navigate it because you have basically 2 options. You either end it or you continue with the potential of pain, because you may think that it won't work out, but you don't know how your opinions and beliefs on the situation might change.
I don't understand why you're laughing, but okay.
I didn't laugh, I just smiled. You don't know yet. You don't know how things will change.
My take and opinion on this is very much, I'm a super open-minded person, and when you brought like religion and culture into context, I feel like a lot of people, well, for example, like you said, you live in different cities, will take one problem, and from that problem will try to make others and other reasons. And I feel like at the end of the day, if there are big problems, like if we're talking realistic, like man's a sociopath, psycho, if it's not a bad thing, if it's just like, oh, he can be immature, he laughs weird, you know, if it's stuff like that, I think they can definitely be overlooked. But just don't let, like, for example, if you guys vibe, if you enjoy the company of the person, if you enjoy the way the person makes you feel, if you enjoy the way you are together, definitely go for it. You know what I mean? And like, you don't have to label anything. You just go for it.
I have such a fucking different opinion than you
really?
about that.
No.
So different.
I don't think you have to label it at all whatsoever. You're just going with whatever's happening.
Yeah.
You're going with the flow.
Maybe this is because I've had like experiences where things haven't worked out in the past. But for me, like, I have a big part of me that wants to avoid pain, avoid heartbreak, avoid things not working out.
But that's part of life, Alex. Like we were talking about this earlier. You are going to get heartbroken. There's no avoiding it. It's inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But at the same time, like, if there are things that you have made up your mind that will not work, and you know that, like, you know in your heart and soul that that opinion's not going to change, I don't see the point of continuing.
Well, it's different. It depends on the like I said, which is why I provided examples. If you really do not like that person,
if this is exactly what she's saying. She likes this person. She enjoys how it's going, but they have different cultural beliefs. They're not like, she just doesn't think a relationship will work between the two of them. What's the point?
If you really genuinely have good reasoning as to why you should not continue, then stop being friends with that person. There's no such thing as just being friends. If there's an attraction, you will never just be friends.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you stated very clearly that you guys flirt a lot.
Yeah.
So honestly, babe, just cut it.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut it in a vindictive or rude manner. You just say, hey, babes, I like you. I know you like me. It's not healthy that we like still talk. Yeah. I wish you the best though. Like, have an amazing life. Invite me to your wedding. Hopefully.
Hopefully I'll be there.
You know, I'll bring my man's like, you know?
I mean, it definitely is a hard situation because it's something that you have to come to the conclusion of what's better for you.
Course.
If you really think that that's not going to lead to anything and you're not interested in just spending time with him without a label, then I'd say cut it off. But
It's up to,
if you are open to the idea that you will potentially grow more feelings and potentially get closer and it won't end up in a relationship, like if you are mentally prepared to be a part of that, do it too, because that's an experience that you're going to learn from at the end of the day.
But the one thing I want to comment on is she said they live in different cities.
Yeah.
If we're talking, you live in like, if you live 30 minutes away and like you could count that as different cities, like an hour away, 2 hours away, dramatic. But if you live in different countries, do not even waste your like breath. Like, say bye so quickly.
Say goodbye.
Like, I don't even care. You can be in love, you know, just kind of sidetracking.
Different.
No, still.
If you're in love with the person, then you can make it work if you need to.
You can make it work, of course, but the amount of effort that goes into a long distance relationship is exhausting, Alex.
Yeah,
I've tried.
No,
I've tried.
It does seem like it would be exhausting, to be honest.
He's from England. Oh, he had the cutest little accent.
A little London boy.
Love it, babes. I love it.
I love it. Yeah, so I guess like I said at the beginning, there's two different options.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, you just need to sit on it.
But I feel like she also knows the answer already.
She knows it's not.
She knows it's not going to work out.
Yeah. She knows.
She knows. You know, babe.
If you low-key don't want to, sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones that... sometimes the hardest decisions are the right ones.
Totally. But also...
But if you want to fuck around and have fun, then do it.
Heartbreak, you learn from it.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, if you're so scared of heartbreak, you're never going to, like, get anywhere in life. Yeah. Or in... Not life. Very, very bad way to put it. You will never get anywhere in a relationship or, like, with someone.
Yeah.
You'll end up with 8 cats. Alex, you're 2 down.
It's going to be me!
Honestly.
Yeah, so I hope that made sense. We really like kind of went back and forth with that.
We really did, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of nervous this podcast.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
I was kind of nervous.
I'm nervous staring into your eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not at all whatsoever.
I'm kidding, bitch.
I'm just like...
Guys, honestly, I low-key want to apologize because we went so, like, this is going to be a hard fucking podcast for me to edit because we went 100%. So off topic.
We went so off topic so many times. I feel like a lot of the stuff we said makes sense to us but don't make sense to anyone else.
Potentially. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to this.
Thank you so much for listening.
It's been so fun having you on here, Marlon. Thank you for being here.
I love you.
I love you too. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope some of this made sense and it wasn't a bunch of bullshit. I hope so. It's always hard to talk about these types of things. We'd love to
do a part 2. I'm down to do a part 2.
Okay, definitely.
Ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow the Instagram so you guys can ask questions in the future. But that is it for today. Thank you guys for listening.
Have an amazing night.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.